All right, y'all. We about to take this to Miami one time, man. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And this is inside Miami's Notorious hood. Let's react.
In 1980, Miami truly was Vice City. It was the country's murder capital, drug smuggling capital, and refugee capital.
It was real rough up there at one time. I had to go to the house about 5 o'clock because they started shooting at 6.
But what's it like today?
At 6
We're
o'clock?
not used
Am I getting
to
cracking?
seeing light-skinned brothers like you walking around here like that.
The change has been tremendous, man, and it's gotten better all over.
Yeah, I've been shot, been stabbed.
If they want to be like gangbangers, I say, stay out the street, just play some football.
There you go. Good advice, young man. Good advice.
We went to Liberty City, its most dangerous neighborhood, to find out, and ended up in the projects where they shot the movie Moonlight, which are now abandoned. Come with
Oh, damn,
to
they're abandoned?
Miami's hoods. Before getting to Liberty City, our first stop was Little Haiti. Little Haiti is located right next door to Liberty City and is also one of Miami's poorest and most dangerous neighborhoods. Though, like the rest of Miami, it's rapidly gentrifying.
Yeah, we from Haiti.
Do you like it here?
Miami?
Yes.
I like it, my country.
You like,
Okay.
what's your country?
Wait, she did a cold little walk-off.
Haiti or the U.S.?
Haiti.
Haiti?
Yes. Haiti. Haiti, I like it, Miami.
You like Miami too? Roughly half of America's Haitians live in Florida. Do you like it here?
I love it.
Yeah.
This is why I grew up.
They first arrived in Miami on boats in the 1970s. And at one point, there were so many Haitians coming over that the government set up a refugee camp on Guantanamo.
Damn.
My country is rich, man. You see Clinton?
Yeah.
The earthquake, he take everything. He made my country just like this. Gold, diamond, my country is rich. US take, Canadian take, French take.
We left Little Haiti and continued driving into the historic Liberty City, where our interview attempts got off to a rough start.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Haiti had like all the diamonds and gold out there. I'm gonna have to research that. I'm gonna have to research Haiti. Last thing I saw about Haiti video, ooh, we should watch it too. I should do a reaction to it. Was about the dude that took over Haiti and he's running everything right now. What was his name? I gotta think of his name with the black Air Force Ones. Dang, I gotta think of his name. I can't think of it right now. We should react to that video about Haiti.
Hey, we're making a YouTube video, getting on where Moonlight was filmed.
How? Somebody just got killed over here. How?
We go all around the country.
Look, God, show me a car. Fuck away from me. Go over there with a motherfucking Cubans in.
That's what I'm talking about. Get on that nigga. He said, I want to talk to you about Haiti. You paying us? If not, nigga, get the fuck over there where the Cubans at, nigga. Go fuck with the Cubans, nigga, unless you paying. Yeah, white boy, you come up in this motherfucker trying to get this free content. Nigga, break bread or fake dead, nigga.
They got houses and boats and cars. And you know where you at? You know where you at? You know where you at?
Liberty City?
Come here, boy.
Oh, get on
What
him.
the white man telling us.
Okay.
You know where you at?
All right, so I just went up to that group on the corner in front of the store, and they were not happy.
Hey man, start recording.
But then we started talking to more residents and quickly realized there was another side to Miami's most dangerous neighborhood. What's your name?
Every old man, dude. 68 years old.
How long have you lived in Liberty City?
All my life.
How has it changed in your life?
Massively. It was real rough up there at one time. It was one time you had to go to the house about 5 o'clock because they started shooting at 6. Shooting.
It looks like they're adding some new buildings there. Are they gentrifying this neighborhood, and do you think that's like a good or a bad thing?
Yeah, we all are. I'm doing that. My partner's hotel.
Hotel?
Yeah. 17 rooms. I don't rent them out as hotels because a lot of people right here on low income. So I rent them out as partners to them.
How much a month?
600.
That's some good money. That's some good money right there.
You cannot walk down this street.
It would have been, this street would have been that dangerous.
It's like New York. Hey, what's up? Everybody know me.
What's up?
See how you slow it down?
Yeah.
But I thought you was buying drugs.
Like, what were the peak cocaine days like in Miami?
It was wild. They be running to you, man, give me a dime. Give me $1. You got 50 cents. 'Cause everybody was on drugs and the drugs was running everybody crazy.
Did you ever?
I can only imagine how it was because that was the cocaine capital, man. I could only imagine how like fucked over and lit and everybody was out there because that's where all the cocaine was coming through. All the cocaine was coming through Miami. Damn. Whew. They probably partied their ass off though. That's why Miami's still the party city. It's like it's still there. It's still there. But Miami is definitely the party city because of that.
Get into drugs or did you always stay clean?
No, I was a hard worker. And after I got through working, I saved my money. I bought that building. I got like.
Oh yeah, he went cracking.
So
he bought the
That's
block.
inspiring.
Yeah, and I try to inspire my friends around me.
Yeah.
You know, you can make it without drugs. You can make it without killing and robbing.
Yeah.
Just got to believe in yourself and go to church every Sunday. And don't be scared to pray to God because the law is real. A lot of people don't believe in God. I was one of the ones in my young days didn't believe in God.
What made you believe in God?
The guys was robbing, and I was running from them. And they started shooting. You know, from running, I couldn't tell I was hurting. And I thought those was bullets inside me. When I finally got clear, I didn't have a bullet in me.
Miami has, as Biggie told us, become drastically safer in the last few decades. In fact, it's been one of the most amazing city turnaround stories in American history.
1988.
It's a lot of narcotics.
Drive through certain sections of South Florida and you will find people willing to sell you drugs. Heroin, cocaine, and the most popular these days, crack cocaine. You don't even have to get out of your car.
Today, it's arguably the most thriving American city and has a murder rate that's 1/5 of Chicago's and DC's today. And more importantly, 1/12 of what it was in the 1980s during its cocaine cowboy days as depicted in Miami Vice and Scarface.
Man, you can't tell me that the government wasn't getting this shit, cracking down on niggas. Because they was hitting niggas for kilos, nigga. 30 keys, 100 keys, 500 keys. And they talking about, oh, we go burn it. Y'all don't go burn that shit, man. Y'all just take it and go get it off somewhere else or give it to a dealer and they buy it from you. You know these crooked ass cops. Y'all just reserved. Y'all made all this cocaine spread, all this shit spread. Everybody started whipping it in the crack. Nigga, and strung out all these motherfuckers in all these different cities. Like this motherfucker, who do you know that grow a cocaine plant, a coca plant in their backyard? Who the fuck do you know? We don't do that. Niggas don't do that. In the ghetto, you don't know one nigga who grow plants to make cocaine. Name me one. Well, don't name me one, that's a snitch. But you ain't never saw that nigga. Now, what you have seen is niggas grow weed in their backyard growing up in the ghetto. Come on, man.
To my little friend.
Now it's much safer, though still far from perfect.
You in the heart of Dade County, Liberty City, right here.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere good to stay down here. If you're not looking for trouble, or you're not looking for nobody to mess with you, this is the wrong place to stay.
Yeah.
I'm actually a local artist from here too. You want to hear something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Joe, this is his music.
Niggas always go get their music off. You want to hear something? You want to hear something?
They call me Deposit.
They call you what?
Deposit.
Deposit? Why deposit?
Deposit check. You gotta be cautious. Everybody out to get some money somewhere. Somehow. A lot of people on the street.
Has this neighborhood gotten better
That shit low-key bang, though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit low-key bang.
in your life?
Oh, yeah. I say when I was a jit or when I was a little younger, you know, it was a little rougher than.
What was that word, a jit?
That's it. You know, that's a Miami word we call young kids or somebody younger than you.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
I do construction. I don't feel like looking over my shoulder selling dope just to get the money.
What time does it get dicey around here?
What is dicey?
What time does it get dicey? Oh my God. That's the most whitest question ever. I would have said the same shit. What the fuck is dicey, nigga? What does that mean?
What that mean?
Dicey.
I never heard that. What, I don't know what
That's,
that means.
now I'm giving you white slang.
What is
I'm
that?
giving you white slang. Dicey is like a little dangerous.
Oh, okay. So we're not used to seeing light-skinned brothers like you walking around here like that. So you see what I did? As soon as I pulled up, I went slow, like what's going on? At nighttime, when the sun go down,
They'll think we're cops.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But when I was younger though,
Yeah.
I almost died a few times.
Really?
Yeah, I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been jumped, I've been shot at multiple times. Like, yo.
You've been shot?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Man, shut your ass. That nigga said, you been shot at? Hey, man, shit. Nigga, this nigga's in the ghetto, nigga. What the fuck you mean?
How did that like change your life outlook?
A lot of things change your life, but being shot and stabbed ain't one of them.
Really?
That's what people go through down here sometimes, most of the time. It
You
changed
get
my
shot?
outlook on things as I got older, when I got kids. When I had kids to look after, you know, stuff like that. But when I was younger, I ain't really had nothing to look up, you know, up to.
Wait, what? You been shot at? This nigga is crazy. That was the dumbest fucking question.
Is football the #1 sport here?
Number one sport.
Yeah.
Number one sport.
We couldn't do these interviews and not talk about South Florida football. South Florida football beats any
Them
other
niggas be
region in
making
the
some
country.
demons.
4 of the top 25 high schools in the country right now all play within 20 miles of this street. And that includes Miami Northwestern, where Deposit's kid is about to play.
So how old are you?
14.
What are you looking forward to in high school?
Hey, a lot of the NFL stars, them niggas that's beast in this motherfucker, come from out of Florida, man, for sure, out of Miami, South Miami.
Getting A's and B's and playing football.
But sport, they like to play football. I don't know. I think kids grow up angry down here.
I heard something about like Teddy Bridgewater. Was he a coach around here?
Yeah, he was our varsity coach. They just submitted him because he spent $50,000 of his own money to for Uber rides and their food and stuff.
Yeah,
he didn't want them to walk home like at night because Miami Northwestern is like a bad neighborhood. So. And he wanted to walk home in the dark and something happened to them, so he gave them Uber rides and stuff.
In addition to Teddy Bridgewater.
Let's go, Bridgewater. Terry Bridgewater trash, though. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga trash, but shout out Terry Bridgewater, man. You a stand-up dude, man.
Liberty City has produced Amari Cooper, Antonio Brown, Chad Johnson, T.Y. Hilton, and Devontae Freeman.
The kids your age, how do they spend their free time?
And we got some athletes. We got some people that's really they want to be like gangbangers. I say stay out the street. Just play some football.
Play some football,
really
man.
Not good for you. All right,
that's right, young man.
Jail or just a free man. Right? I just want to be an athlete. I don't like the streets.
That's your goal, athlete?
Yeah, just to be an athlete.
What position?
I play receiver and DB.
Receiver, DB. Sometimes it feel like sports are the only way out of here, or are there other ways to make it?
There's definitely other ways, but everybody not gonna make it in sports. So you got you got a lot of other ways to make it. Like you got rapping. You go find a good job.
Salute to Buddy, man. You can tell that his father is in his life, man. You can tell. Look how he talk, man. Fathers, it's important to be in your son's life, man. It's important to be in your son's life. Because if you come from that lifestyle, you can tell them what comes with it and let them know this ain't the route to take, this ain't where you want to go, and here's why. And I am a walking example of that. Your dad did this. Be truthful with your kids. Let them know, man. You know what I mean? You got to let them know. Look, your daddy was here. Your daddy did this. I went to jail. I got shot. I got stabbed. And then nothing come from that. But when I changed my life, I started doing this. This is when I started seeing progress. This is when I was able to provide for you the right way, the proper way, and then, keep them about that shit. Keep them out the streets, man. Keep them out the streets, man.
There's a lot of other places, like truck driving. You get a lot of money truck driving. It's a lot of good ways to make money and like do whatever you want in life. Yeah.
So football is the plan A. Have you thought about plan B yet, or not really?
Plan B is a firefighter. I want to be a firefighter. Football don't work out.
And you want to stay around this area, you think, or would you want to move somewhere?
Me, I want to move to Ohio. I want to see Ohio. I've never been to Ohio.
That's random as hell, Ohio.
Across the street from Deposit, we heard a deeply inspiring story that sort of captured the spirit of the neighborhood.
This is something that I bought years ago. It's a 1984 Cutlass.
And I keep the service. I love old cars. The change has been tremendous, man, and it's gotten better all over. This area used to be pretty tough, but right now it's really nice. Like I said, there's a lot of older people here.
Yeah.
And you know, the demographic is changing.
How?
Different races in the area, which is good. A lot of Spanish people. I got a Spanish neighbor here. We get along well. People really need to work, man.
Yeah.
People need to work and pay taxes so one day they'll have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But if you don't put in a community, you get nothing out.
We talked to one
Talk your shit. That's real right there.
guy who earlier said, you're like, what do people do around here? And he said a lot of them just the younger people get welfare. You don't think that's the way to do it?
I don't think that's the way to do it because I never done that. You know, my parents raised me. I'm from Northern Florida. I worked on the farm. So my mother had 11 kids. We all had to work, and she did well with 11 kids. But now we need to learn to manage. People don't manage. If I didn't manage it, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in. I had to manage my life.
Come on.
So I worked on the farm. I did tobacco. I picked beans, tomatoes, hung tobacco in the barn, and I've worked all my life.
Come on.
It's amazing.
And I think it's a great thing. It leads you in the right direction. You don't look for hand out. You're motivated to go out and do some things because nobody's gonna knock on your door and say, I got a job for you.
That part. Nobody's gonna knock on your door and tell you they got a job. Wake your ass up and get to it, man. That's one message I push to y'all, man. Wake up, let's get to it. Go get some motherfucking money, man. Let's figure it out. Hey, look, we got a community here, y'all. We done built a community with thousands of people and hundreds of people, all kind of people, man. Like, y'all gotta learn to start talking to each other. Hey, look, aside from us just sitting in these comment sections trolling, what you got going, man? Maybe I can help you out. Maybe you can help me out. You know what I'm saying? We could create a business together. Who knows where this goes, man? It's a lot of people. You don't really interact with this many people in real life like you do on the internet in these comment sections when we be live. So, you know, you can run across some interesting people, man, people that can help change your life in these comment sections. You never know.
You have to be willing to go out and do it. And, you know, my mother always, you know, I really didn't want to make my mother happy before she passed away in 2018, and I did. She would always tell us, sitting on a long porch, go to work, go to school. So it really motivated me, and I wanted to make her happy because she was a lovely mother to take care of 11 kids. We ate every day. We went to school with a lunch, and we came home. She was getting dinner ready. We had chores to do. Every Saturday morning, we would have to get up and mop the floors. We had to work. We learned economics that way. But nowadays, the people don't raise their kids. They don't manage, really don't manage their kids because you got young women that don't understand what raising the child is about. My mother raised us, and I had to take care of my sisters and brothers. I learned how to change diapers, not Pampers, diapers. I learned how to wash clothes. My mother said, look, you stand up and you're watching me, because she said, you know what, when you get out on your own, women are not going to do what you think. So you got to learn how to wash, you learn how to iron. She said, always walk out of the door neat, because you never know who you're going to meet. She said, go to school, get an education. So when I first got here in 19...
Sound like my mama, boy. On God, you never know who you going to meet. And I always tell artists that. I took that with my mom, from my mama too. And when I manage artists, I always tell them, like, man, make sure you always look presentable when you walk outside. That's the one thing. You got to live up to what people's expectations when they meet you. If they look at you as a star and they see you in person and you look dirty, they're going to be like, oh, what the fuck? This nigga. You know what I mean? But you got to look like a star. If that's the image you're giving off, you know what I'm saying? But aside from that, he's giving some real game, man. You definitely, we come from an era where your parents, something as simple as a conversation I had last week with my son. I was breaking down to my son. I was like, you know, when I was your age, you know what I'm saying? My son, 9 years old. When I was your age, I used to wash my parents' cars every Saturday for $10. I'm like, that's how, like, we was raised. We was kids we was hustling. We was trying to get it. So I would wash my dad's car, my mom's car. I'm like, how often do y'all see little kids washing their parents' cars nowadays? You don't even see that no more. That was like a hustle. We'd go cut the grass. We'd go cut our neighbor's grass. Hey, can I cut your grass for $5? Can I cut your, you know what I mean? Like, that was shit. We was hustling. These young kids now, I mean, it is kids that are creating, you know, things on the internet are trying to, you know, but that era of really getting out there and becoming young entrepreneurs, you don't really see too much, like, physically, like, getting out in the streets and building stuff for people. Or, because I used to fix people's bikes. All the homies in the neighborhood, I could fix your bike. I could change your brakes on here. I could fix you, put a new chain. I could strip that shit down with some paint thinner, get it down to the core, spray it, paint your shit a whole new color. I used to build lowrider bikes out of beach cruisers. I could transform a beach cruiser to a lowrider bike. Just as long as you got the parts, I could do it all. Like, I was hustling, bro. That's why I always got this shit. I got it through an old hustle on my own since I was a little kid. But you don't really see too many young kids like that no more.
78, I went to Miami-Dade, 2-year college, but I finished a year and a half. And then I went to St. Thomas University, and I received my bachelor's degree in arts. 2 year and a 4 year. 3.5 years, I got 2 degrees. I always wanted to be a manager. I used to be in my mirror at my house, putting on the top plane in the room. Finally, when I did get out and start working, I worked for waste management for 25 years. So I've been in the garbage industry all my life, and I just retired about 3 years ago. I remember my teachers always say, "You're gonna grow up and be a garbage man." I'm glad I did, because I made more money than they made. It's a lot of money in the industry, in garbage industry, right? It's a lot of money. So that's why I was able to make it and pay for everything I had. I have a lovely wife. She works. She's still working now. She's younger than me. So, you know, I'm home. I exercise. I go walking. I travel. And I live my life now. But I never thought I would get this far. But with God, you can get anywhere.
Oh, getting dicey, bro.
That was hilarious.
Bro didn't know jit, bro. Looking.
I've heard that shit. I needed a definition. I needed the Merriam-Webster definition. But I'll tell you what, saying dicey was hilarious. When do things get dicey here? Our final stop was the infamous Pork and Beans Project, which is a microcosm of how Liberty City has evolved. Here is the...
Man, that whole shit empty. They shut the whole shit. Well, they ain't tear it down, though, but that whole shit empty.
Oldest public housing project in the South for black people. It's called Pork and Beans because of the colors of the door. They look like pork and beans. And right now they're demolishing it. Everything's shuttered. Everyone was moved out. The people in good standing were moved to other government-funded housing. But now it's basically slated for destruction. They're building newer, nicer buildings. And it's a historic neighborhood. It used to be one of the poorest in the country. And this is where the director of Moonlight lived.
Oh yeah, she fine as hell. Hey, night, little. See you guys later.
But today they're tearing Pork and Beans down and moving residents elsewhere. This move has enraged many and became the subject of a recent documentary called Raising Liberty Square.
This is our community. Why are you planning it for us?
A recent PBS documentary, Raising Liberty City, featured their frustrations, along with how sea level rise and gentrification led to the heart of Liberty City getting a major transplant.
Damn. Liberty Square, by the way, is how Liberty City got its name. Most of the residents aren't Haitians and certainly not Cubans. They're African Americans. It was on a street corner.
We might have to find that and react to that. Raising Liberty City. Yeah, okay.
Between Pork and Beans and the new housing project that we heard a fascinating debate about how Miami's changed from two Miami natives.
I used to live in the Pork and Beans years ago when I was a little girl.
What was it like then?
It was nice.
Yeah.
Right, that's what they finna put right there, them nice ass condos and, oh shit. They finna make that, they finna gentrify the fuck out of that. Damn.
Part of you sad that they're getting rid of where you lived as a little girl?
No.
Look how nice these motherfuckers look that's coming right here, y'all. Liberty Square, coming soon. Yeah, they got Pork and Beans can't be across. It's no way that we could build these across the street and those are across the street. That shit gotta go. That gotta go. That ain't gonna, people ain't gonna wanna move into here if those are there. So we're gonna cop that, buy that. We're gonna build there and build here. Bring all this money up. It's going to raise the property value around the area, and that's going to push people who can't afford it out, and we're going to bring in those who can, and that, my friend, is called gentrification. Damn. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad they improving, you know, the community.
What was that?
All said and done, 5 years from now, all this going to be Spanish.
Spanish?
It's gonna be Spanish. Who said it's gonna be Spanish?
All you gotta do is watch.
What? It gonna
Pork and beans being redlined.
It
You know
gonna
what I
be
mean?
mixed.
Yeah.
Slowly moving everybody out. They got the money off the black people, then they make it hard for them. Can't smoke in your house, you can't do this. And then next thing you look around, people that just came here, they getting all the support, all the cushion, they getting moved right in. Emergency housing when black people can't get it and they putting them out around.
My good brother, hold on. Let's go back to my good
More
brother.
Spanish people in here than it is black. All these houses been sold to Spanish people around here.
How do you?
I was trying to show y'all, like, bro, this is a problem, man. You can't sit and complain about what's going to happen and who's going to come in and who's going to do what because they work harder, because more opportunities coming. Listen, man, you sitting here in the middle of the day on a bench drinking a beer, brother. Like, come on, man. You not doing the right things, brother. That's why you complaining. You can't blame nobody but you. You sitting here in the middle of the day drinking a beer. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. Get on your grind and get it, man. You got to get out there and get it. Like the man said earlier, ain't nobody finna come knocking at your door. Opportunity isn't finna come walking up to you, knocking at your door. You got to get out there and find that shit. You got to get out there and create that shit.
How do you feel about that?
It don't matter how I feel. What matters is what's happening and what are white people gonna do about it. Black people complaining about it and this and all that. That don't change nothing. It's politics.
What do you want the white people to do about it?
Be responsible. If you see something wrong in humanity, stop turning your head and stop telling black people, oh, slavery over, forget about it, do something about yourself, grab yourself by your bootstraps, tighten up your boots, and do something. But you got 1,000 roadblocks in front of you. Black people don't bring big freighter loads of cocaine over here. You never heard of when Reagan put all the cracking in the community? We just a product of what the government do. Ain't no dope coming through here without them.
But yet, you know, they the one who want to sell it to get money. You understand what I'm saying? So
we ain't bringing no boatloads of dope over here, man. That's not controlled by us. That's controlled by them. We just here to fill up the prisons.
What do you think of that?
Prisons, what you think about that? What you think about the government renting out private prisoners to corporations? We 10% of the population, while we 80% of the prison.
What about when people say black people commit half the murders?
Black people ain't running up in schools shooting up people.
That's always niggas go to right there, boy. Oh, they better pray. We better pray that shit never change. That's our go-to. When they talk about, nigga, hey, them white kids, they going to shooting schools. You know what I mean? Black, that's not what we do. We not doing mass murders at high schools, nigga. Nah. Now, you might get a gang shootout. That's different. You might be, nigga, it was a football game and the niggas had a shootout. Okay. But what the white kids is doing, like writing their little memoir, and they're going to go up in here and do their thing on these niggas tomorrow morning and take out 50 people, and black people don't be doing that.
Yeah.
So,
you don't see black people killing their parents. Black people didn't kill all the buffalo in the United States. Black people ain't throw bodies over walls and castles to give people the plague.
So it's gonna look like what's above the fence over there.
Yes.
And then it's gonna look like that.
But it's gonna be
and then her point was she thinks it's good because it's gonna be nicer.
Yeah.
And then your point is they're moving out a lot of black people and it'll be Spanish people.
I want it to be good. I'm not religious, I'm not hopeful, I'm a realist. Let's stop just looking and let's do something.
Yeah.
It's called Unite.
While some details can be debated, what is clear is that Miami's turnaround since 1980 is nothing short of a miracle. And even in its most dangerous neighborhood, you can feel a warm sense of hope. We've documented many places in the country that have declined since the 1980s, but that's not the case in Miami.
All right. That's not the case in Miami. All right, man, that was South Miami right there, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, man. Did he do a good job covering that? I really messed with OG, man. The old head that he went to go talk to, he really reminded me of like how my mother raised me and stuff she used to make us do. And that's real, man. That's when we come from that era. So if you watch right now, man, make sure that you got your kids out here doing physical labor, man, like got them working. Make them get out that house and get off that damn iPad, get off that phone, and go do something physical. But if they on that phone all day just sitting and playing the goddamn iPad, you raising some lazy-ass kids, man. Make them get out there and be active, man. Make them get out there and be active. All right? Let me know what y'all think about this one. We got 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.